Hi everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to the Match Factory.
Hi, I'm Karina. I work here.
And my name's B. I'm the owner.
And we're here. We're podcasting.
Yeah. Sneaky background stuff. We actually recorded the podcast from 2 weeks ago, like a month ago.
Yeah.
The year of hats. So we haven't been here for a little while.
Yeah.
So we're catching up.
We've got lots to show you guys, though.
Absolutely.
Which is lovely.
Yeah, a whole month's worth of knitting.
Yeah. It's
Like
awesome.
this loveliness behind us.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you see sort of what this is? This is a poncho called the Olneyville.
It's awesome.
It's one of those sort of rectangular ponchos that goes over one shoulder, and it's Providence held double.
Yeah.
Which is a beautiful tweedy yarn from Europa.
And
lovely.
I love this. So you can see here, this is where the pink and the gray has been held double to give it a little bit of a different color. It's really great. The striping on it is lovely.
Yeah, like really neat, super. It's simple knitting, absolutely, but you get this beautiful effect, and it's so squishy.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah. And is there a size associated with it, or is there
there's
one size?
3 sizes in the pattern.
Uh-huh.
I went for the larger size.
Okay.
Largest size.
Largest.
Last time we had one of these was a gala poncho, and it trended towards the smaller size, so I decided to go a little bigger so we could see how it looks on everybody.
Yeah.
This dress form's a size 22.
Yeah.
And it's quite comfortable on there.
Yeah, it looks great. I love it.
But lots of smaller people have had it on.
And it looks
It's
fabulous
lovely.
on them too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a great one. I love that. Nice finished object, B.
Thanks!
Yeah.
I'm like knocking them out.
Yeah, I know. Well, and you've got another one on.
I've got another one on my lap. Should we just jump to this one?
why not?
This is the magic shawl.
Beautiful.
Look at that. Just keeps going.
It looks so. Okay, here.
Can you?
Looks gorgeous.
Look how sheer that is. You can see
right
through
we can, and you can see my sweater through it. That's awesome. Look at those colors.
So the magic shell is from Estelle Yarns, and this is really neat. This is kind of a revolution in knitting.
Yeah.
We've always had patterning socks. So now this is patterning shawl yarn.
Yeah.
This is a DK weight yarn. It's a wool cotton blend. And then they've printed these colors onto the ball of yarn.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So as you knit along, it says do this until the color starts to change, and then change and do this.
Yeah.
So I didn't change colors for all of this. This whole shawl had 2 ends.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It is pretty.
When you're knitting a shawl and it looks this amazing, but it only has 2 ends, I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty neat. There are things that are different about it from regular knitting. Like it's a little bit organic, and sometimes the color changes. The color changes in different places in my rows as I was going along, and you need to be okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm okay with that. 2 ends. 2 ends.
2 ends.
Absolutely.
And you guys can come in and see it at the store, and I think that is the best part. I think we did talk about this. Your mom was knitting one of these, and so one of the suggested things that I was talking about with her is that the background color does also change, but not as dramatically as these like leaf pieces. And so you need to know which end you're starting with to get the leaf pieces to be the colored pieces.
The bright pop.
Yeah. Versus
she had initially started knitting this with the purple as the background, and then kind of did like just 2 sections and went, wait a minute, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Mom's dealing with a little bit of repetitive stress, so this one got passed off to me. So,
which is great.
Yeah, exactly. So this one, see the background and look at that beautiful
Yeah, it's great.
But see what I mean about the organic? This stripe doesn't come all the way through.
Yeah.
You know, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful. Especially with the feathers and the leaves, whatever we're calling them, they look like they're organic.
Yeah.
It's the best word I've come up with for this thing. So we have another finished object.
That's amazing.
This will be in the shop. I literally just pulled this off a blocking table this morning. So.
Oh, it's so lovely. And I think a great piece if people are interested in trying it out, trying out the technique, and then you can come and see how it happens over the shawl. And
and I can give you a hand too, because now I've done it.
For sure.
I think that was good.
Yeah.
Here, I'll take this.
Awesome. It's bigger than I had anticipated it was going to be.
Yeah, it's quite big. Yeah.
It really grows with blocking, folks. So.
Yeah, and when I blocked it, I I did a gauge swatch. I went up half a needle size to get gauge for the pattern. I thought that was important because of the color change if my gauge was off.
Yeah.
And when I blocked it, there isn't a straight line on this.
Right.
Like it just kind of flows.
Okay.
It's really a neat shape.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Like I mean, look at that.
It's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Drapes over and looks amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
that'll be a nice one to wear.
Yeah.
What do you got going on?
Okay, so we'll start with bag number 1. I made these little mittens up. I was just like feeling after finishing the big yellow blanket, I needed a little, what do we call that, palette cleanser?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
A nice quick gratification.
Yeah,
Look
so
at
these
those.
are the world's simplest mittens in the sesame, and I absolutely loved knitting these. They took me like maybe 3 days, and they were just lovely.
They're gorgeous.
So they're here at the store now, just because, you know, I don't need another pair of mitts at my house right now.
The World's Simplest Mitts is sized for the whole family.
Yeah.
Tin can knits, which I love,
Great.
and also written in 3 or 4 different gauges.
Fingering, worsted,
DK and chunky.
DK and chunky, so 4, yeah.
4 weights of yarn, sized for the whole family. This is our generation's mitten pattern.
Oh, it's like the
Yeah.
best mitten pattern ever. Yeah.
Absolutely. 30 years from now, people are going to be like, you know that mitten pattern that everybody had?
Yeah.
This is going to be
This
one.
is it, yeah.
Yeah. Instead of the old patents books.
Yeah,
or,
yeah. I love knitting them. They really are the world's simplest mitts, and you can adjust them to whatever you need, right? So
Yeah.
I think they show off the yarn beautifully.
Yeah, there's so much texture and color in this yarn. Look at that.
Yeah.
They're gorgeous.
Yeah. So,
Bag number 1.
bag number 1. Well, there's a little cowl to go with.
Right. You brought it along.
Yeah, I did. So this is the beginning of a cowl. It is, which cowl pattern did we choose? It's Sugar Plum Cowl. It's pretty basic.
So if you remember, we had the Year of Hats. I made a hat out of this same colorway.
Yes.
Coincidentally, Corinne grabbed this to make her mittens.
And then we had some leftover
Yeah,
yarn.
between the 2 of us, we have enough for the cowl.
Yeah.
So 2 balls, 3
Hunks of
items,
things.
and a whole accessory set.
Yeah, I'm just loving them.
I can't wait to see them all together.
Yeah, me too. It's gonna be great. So once
Yeah.
the cowl is done, I think the cowl is gonna be beautiful. It's It's a really basic cowl. Just knit around.
And again, just let that yarn, because remember the Year of Hats, you saw it had a lot of texture in it, and I
Yeah.
don't think it did the texture justice this yarn.
Yeah. So I think the bit more basic patterns and letting kind of the texture speak for it is really nice. So
I think it's been the way to go for sure.
yeah,
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Nice job.
thank you. So bag number 1 and bag number 2 has a pair of socks also in sesame because I just couldn't decide. So the
Look at
basic worsted sock by Daniela Richardson is this sock pattern. Do you want to hold that one?
Absolutely.
So I'm almost done. I'm literally at the toe of the other one, and yeah, I'm almost finished. So
it's a classic heel flap.
heel flap and
Turned
gusset.
heel.
Yeah, just very straightforward, and she does a really great job explaining the sock construction in the pattern. She breaks it down. She has everything chunked out in colors, so if you've never knit a sock before and need a little bit more support, it's a good pattern for
Is that linked in?
beginner.
Is there a Ravelry?
Yeah, there's a Ravelry
Awesome.
Page for these socks. So
Awesome.
yeah, I saw somebody had made them out of sesame, and I was like, oh, I really like those.
They're nice. This
They're
yarn
really
is
nice.
beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
So this will bring us to our new thing that's going on.
Oh
I don't even think we talked about
Yeah,
it.
we didn't segue. This was an unintentional segue. But I love
March. March
Yes.
at the Match Factory is the month of socks.
Mm-hmm.
But the fun thing is we're having a 3-store competition. McNitterson's from North Bay,
Yeah.
Sweet Yarns from Sudbury,
Mhm.
and us here in Yellowsburg are all competing to see who can knit the most socks in a month. Woohoo! Come on, knitters!
We can do this.
I know some of you are not in Yellowsburg that watch the podcast, so follow your heart, be loyal to whatever store you love.
We're bringing it to you first.
So unfortunately, you have done too much work on these socks to
Yes.
enter them.
Yeah. So what are there are some guidelines for
There
the
are
socks.
some guidelines. We are allowing one work in progress that
Okay.
is less than half done at the beginning of the month.
So not these socks.
Not these socks.
With
One
one
work in
toe
progress.
left.
We are allowing inter-store yarn swaps. So normally here at the Match Factory, I always say you're taking a course with us, please use yarn from the store.
Mhm.
This one, you can use your stash.
Oh, nice.
We will count them.
Okay.
Absolutely, which
Nice.
is good. So if you
Yeah.
picked stuff up on the yarn crawl last summer and you want to use it and give us the points here in Yellowsburg, because we need to beat the other guys out, we'll take the point. If you take a sock course, you get an entry.
Oh wow!
So
that's
we have
awesome.
lots of sock courses coming up. I will go live with them
I
either
love
today
that.
or maybe Monday. I've got a lot to do today.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so we've got beginner socks.
Yeah.
we're using the little squirrel pattern from Tin Can Knits, and I knit I should have brought it in. The little tiny newborn ones are about this big, and I did it in like an hour and a half.
Oh, so good.
They're
but
awesome.
You learn all of the skills of how to make a sock in a tiny, tiny version, and then you can go and make something like this very easily.
Same thing. So the goal is to try to get people. We're going to do a one evening or one morning class. We're going to have that on a Wednesday, the first Wednesday and the first Saturday of the month. Knit the little tiny ones so you learn all the skills, and we can do them all together. You're not just sitting at home trying to get them done.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We have a quick workshop on how to put your socks 2 at once on a long cable.
Oh, nice.
So if you want to take that one, you want to get some socks started, and then we'll get the long cabled needle and we'll get it transferred on, and then you can just continue knitting on the new needle.
Right. Yeah. You I like to do just the cuff of the sock, get it started on the needle, and do the other cuff, and then put them on the cable, and that just gives you a bit of fabric to work with.
It's really difficult. 2 at 1 socks. Once you have some fabric, the cable kind of stays where it's supposed to. When you just have a cast on and you have a long cable and all those ends, it's chaos.
Yeah, it is.
So if you have socks on the go, you can join us for that workshop and just learn just that little bit of sock knitting.
Yeah.
And then if you're knitting a tube, we're going to have a Saturday morning class to do an afterthought heel.
My favorite.
Yeah. So that will be, your job will be to have a tube. And then come and join us, and we will just show you how to cut in a heel.
Nice.
Absolutely. That will be a true afterthought heel, not one of the ones with the scrap yarn.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing.
Same thing,
but
really.
Just knit, because we're going to do that about the 3rd week of the month, so you can have your socks almost done, and then you can do your heel and have them in for the entry. I got this all planned out.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Really supporting the...
Absolutely. These sock knitting skills are going to happen.
Yeah. And you know what? The socks were the first class that I did, and I know I've talked about it on this podcast before, but the first class that I ever took with you. And I think like one of the biggest things to getting me really into knitting and really supporting that. So B is absolutely amazing. Can take any person and become a sock knitter. So
yeah, you can do this. Absolutely.
You can totally do it.
So other parameters for the rules. There were other rules.
75 grams, I believe? 70 grams.
So if you're knitting baby socks, that's fine, but you have to make more than a pair. It has to add up to 70 grams to be counted as an entry.
Yeah, okay.
Those can be mismatched socks. If you have a million single socks at home and you want to do the pair to make up, so bring in one from this set and one from this set, that's your pair of socks, and you can enter them as your 70 grams.
Oh, that's good, because I have a few of those then.
Single sock syndrome. There is a beginner, an intermediate, and an expert level.
Oh.
Beginners are the people who are just learning. Intermediate are the people who've knit a few socks. Kathy Walton jumps to mind. She always says, I can knit socks, but they're not my favorite thing. Like, absolutely. Whereas the advanced, we're pushing you to try something new. The people who've always got some socks going, throw some lace work in there, try a new heel, do something new, push your skills.
Color work.
Oh, God. Yeah, absolutely. If you're a crocheter and you do socks, absolutely, come on in and join us. Get some socks done and bring them in.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness, this is going to be, March is going to be the month of socks. It's going to be wonderful.
Trash talk. Those McKnitterson people, like, seriously. We gotta go. Come on, knitters. It's the best I can do.
That's awesome.
I love everybody. I love it. That's why, I mean, Rosemary, Lauren, and I, we play well together, which is so much fun.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. That's very exciting. We do have a few new things in the store. Do you want to talk about them real quick?
Do we have time? What are we at?
Oh, we're running a long podcast. That's okay.
We got a shipment of H&R.
Oh my gosh. Some new colorways coming in.
There's some beautiful things.
Just
absolutely.
Beautiful.
Come and see the wall.
Come and see the wall. Especially if you're looking for some inspiration for some socks.
Got nylon, fabulous for socks.
Yes. And then we've got the cords. What's it called?
Yes, Anthem cords. There is an Anthem that's a solid color. This is Anthem cords, which is the print.
Nice.
Brand new yarn, 100% acrylic, self-striping, and I just got a couple colors to try it out. I think I'm going to love it.
Yeah, this is kind of what it, there. That's what it looks like, and this one looks like...
So a little bit of random striping, some really fun poppy colors.
Yeah.
I think there will be a pair of work socks appear in these very soon.
Totally. I can totally see that.
Absolutely.
All right.
Is that everything?
I think so. I mean,
that was amazing.
That was a big podcast for us.
We're almost 15 minutes.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thanks. We'll see you soon.
Have a great day. Bye.